according to Kerbal Engineer, this does not give us enough delta V to get into orbit. I think we should be good though. Because I'm stubborn like that. Plus, we're not risking any Kerbal lives. You know what I say? Launch this baby. Okay. Get ready for the maiden launch of the mysteriously named Minimus Flyby. Throttle to full. Get ready for launch in T minus 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. This thing controls fairly well. Now this is going to be a bit of an interesting flight to see whether or not we even have the delta V to do this adequately, because I suspect actually that Kerbal Engineer does not properly account for the fuel lines. Explosions right beneath us while we're above the Kerbal Space Center. It's not that important. Oh god, oh god. So when I tapped, nope, yep, this is a failure. When I tapped away from that, oh god, that prograde right there. No, we need more control. We need wings. This is not a viable way of doing this. This is not a viable way of doing this. Okay, you know what we can do? Can we focus this thing on our prograde? I risk to flip it? Yeah, that is indeed long rocket. Well, so I do need a few flaps that are at the bottom. That's okay though. I mean, we just need to demonstrate our rocket capabilities right now. Do. You know what we actually can do? Goo observation. Jiggles and wobbles, yes. Record this data. Do the materials study. I've been split around the interior. New and interesting combinations. Nice. Record that data. And brakes, please. Get those brakes up. Can we get some RCS helping us out? No? Well, the problem, of course, in this case was that this thing never even managed to get into orbit with its tail down. Let's launch these. At the very least, we got some signs. This is not a loss. There we go. And we can recover a bit. There we go. Ah, yeah, and then a full fuel tank. That is, of course, another reason why this thing, the center of mass is a little bit low. But with this test, we also know that we have enough with these parachutes to get this thing down safely. Okay. So our adjustment will need a set of wings. Noted. Oh, hey, goo observation. Goo escapes into the water. No, stop it. Material study. Materials inside the lab start to mix in with the water. You suspect it might not be very safe. It's okay. It's just a little case of, you know, biological contamination. It's fine. At the very least, we got some science out of this. $26 science. That's actually not bad. Still 3 million in funds, so that's all right. Hey there, Venom. Good to see you. You are joining in on the rear end of this stream, where we're getting a probe to Minimus in a flyby. Fine, let's just do a bunch of winglets then. That'll help us keep enough control of this craft, I bet. Let's launch this baby again. So remember, it said originally that we didn't have the Delta V. I'm gambling on it that we do, actually. There we go. Launch in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Flyby, who's bringing the guns? Oh, there we go. Now that's some use of the snob emote. God, I love that thing. There we go. So just tapping this baby down, staying within the apoapsis, even though now we have more than enough control surface actually to stay upright. But still, the problem was that I went outside the yellow apoapsis circle, which is quite a whiles away actually of the direction you're traveling. And that opens you up to quite dangerous situations. There we go. Now we're fairly safe to start adjusting like this. I know most people have the advice, I say this every time I lift off, to not slow down in orbit because you need to get out of the atmosphere as quickly as possible. But, there we go. I like to use these engines as much in space as I can. But yeah, see what I mean, by the way? Kerbal engineers said that I wouldn't have had enough Delta V available for me to go into orbit. We need about 1,000 more. We have 1,500 more. What's that purple thing mean? I'm not quite sure what purple thing you mean. Could you be a little bit more specific? Well, it was snobby too. Bairo Kawaii. Oh, by his name. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, bits are used to cheer. Yeah, I think I reset the top cheer thing because it kept showing Tracy still with her amazing bit donation. So I figured I was trying to find a way to get it to show the most recent cheer. But unfortunately I messed that up a little bit. There we go. So we're actually getting down. By reading that, I was getting a little distracted and I wasn't paying enough attention. Not as I should. So we're actually heading back into the atmosphere right now. This is a real bad ascent. I should have been paying more attention and doing this sooner. We'll see if we can get out of this, though. And Tracy's cheer's gone forever. Sadly, yes. There we go. Apparently, for the space shuttle, this was sometimes a regular thing, actually, to go up, and then it's actually on the way down from the periapsis that they started boosting again to get into space. Not too crazy, not too crazy now, just prograde. There we go. So we lost a little bit on that, but that's alright. My green screen is showing. Whoa, 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 whoa. When did that happen? Give me a second. That's a very bad form there. It's still a little bit messed up. Okay, here's the thing. I need to circularize this first. Hi, kitty. And then we can fix that. Thank you for letting me know. You know a good website for Twitch streamers? Is it twitch.tv? Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Yeah, I need the distraction right about now. Thank you, kitty. There's no Kerbal lives on the line, though. That's fine. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty, buddy. This little kitty is a little bit more hungry than usual, because he was already on the diet food because of his, he's had this, hi kitty, he's had this urinal tract infection, and in cats that means that once they have it once, the chances are raised enormously that they'll have it again, so he has to be on a special diet for the rest of his life. But since he's also an indoor cat and doesn't move around that much, he's now on the super special diet food since, you know, a couple of days. Which of course means that he's more hungry than normal. Poor little kitty. Okay. There we go. Come on. Let's circularize this. Boom, circularized. Okay, let's fix that chroma key. I did adjust it a little bit, and apparently not well enough. Just gonna click it a little bit more. There we go. That should have it fixed. Now, we are in complete and total darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. A poor kitty has just flopped down next to my chair. Sitting there going, woe is me, woe is me. Okay, at that ascending node. Add a maneuver. I want to meet... I wonder if I can... Huh. That's interesting. A button that just allows me to directly adjust the orbital trajectory. Let's do that a little bit less though. There we go. Not quite sure what the use of that is though, or what this button does. I'd really like a little bit of help on that one. A little bit of info on how that works. Okay. So we're doing this completely in the dark. Let's, for one, extend the solar panels that we have. The other one should be... There we go. I'm using this kind of as a sonar just to see where on Earth we are. Wait, that adjustment takes... 200 delta V? That seems strange. Oh, kitty, I know. I know. Well, no, they were totally right. 200 delta V. Oh, what do you know? 200, that's what I have in here. So, looks like we are fine. Okay. Stream Pro. All-in-one Twitch streamer tool. Stream Pro is a new and easy way to customize your Twitch stream. Within minutes you can set up everything, including donations, alerts, graphics, labels, chat polls. You're copy-pasting from the site? Okay. There's a summer sale going on at Oculus Rift. You can get a set plus 2 touch controls for $450. Temptation is real? Oh my god. I don't have $450, but if I had $450 lying around, I know what you mean. That temptation would have been real. Hi, kitty. I know, kitty. Oh, I know. The world is mean and cruel and not giving you... There we go. Not giving you the food that you deserve. Isn't this just fascinating? Looking at a black screen. Oh, by the way, look at this. This is something I activated in the distant object enhancement settings. There's a little button there to show names on mouse over. Which now means that we can check what those dots are. So that was Minimus. Is there anything else real bright in the sky? Not yet. Okay. If you were to invest $450 in your gaming, you'd get a PS4 Pro first. PS4 Pro does have some good stuff. That lovely Bloodborne. Until Dawn. Okay, let's get on the rendezvous screen. So again, if you remember, relative inclination, that's what we want to get as close to 0 as possible. Let's hurry this stuff up a little bit. Okay, 3. Oh, no, not yet. 3, 2, 1. Burn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get this as close as we can. Oh, we're out of fuel. That's the problem. $18, $17, $16, $15, $14. 0.09, 0.08. Now, the more we start putting in... Oh, there we go. The less effective this is going to be. So, here's 1. Now, I want to get to Minimus. Now, here's a thing I wonder. Do you remember that weird little button here? So if these meant meet the inclination of something or change the inclination, what does this mean? I have no idea what that's doing. I think that's add multiple orbits. Like change it to one more orbit, and what about one more orbit after that? Ooh, ooh. Okay, let's turn off signs here now. That's getting a little bit annoying. So, oh, hello. Let's see if we can get something that gets us as close to a direct return as we can. Since we're doing a flyby, now that would be a crash in. No, that's a flyby. 32 kilometers. But that does alter our orbit a whole bunch. Let's see if we can get something that gets us closer down to Kerbal. This... Look at this beauty. This beauty gets us a little bit of a higher Kerbal periapsis, but it gets us high over Minimus. So we can just do that, and then immediately return. And that is all we need to do. Now we want it to be close to Minimus. So... see what happens if we do one more. Gets us 32. I wonder if we can adjust Let's put that to 0. What is this? 30... That was the 32 orbit. Ah. Nightbot's fired? You paste a link in the Discord of... oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. In this chat, it'll get lost. Sorry for ignoring that for the moment. Discord should work. Only pressing buttons on delicate spacecraft when you don't know what those buttons do. Nah, look, Fub, it'll be fine. Look, fellas. We choose to do this thing not because it is easy, but because it is hard. Let's see. Let's adjust this. If we can, let's adjust this and get into an orbit. So that is too little. That's where we're getting into the neighborhood. There we go. We're just bringing it close. Now, very gently. There we go. That is a flyby. That gets us near. And then we'll return on this really weird inclined orbit. Lovely. I like it. We'll do it, because we're crazy enough to. Perfect. Excellent timing to enjoy a Kerbal sunrise. You know what? I should have offset these to the side. That would probably have been smarter, I guess. That's alright, though. So, let's rotate this baby. Most dangerous part is Kerbal re-entry. Yeah, that's why. My one major concern is this thing going to stay orientated the right direction? That really is the problem. If it will. Re-entry is okay. We're just going to do slow aero braking, I think. There we go. Okay. Let's hold for our burn. Oh yeah, the carrot gets script calls. We're gonna need to look into what happens on the carrot and why we're getting... What the... Oh my god! We just had some flying debris nearly hit us. God, is that Kessler syndrome or what? Okay, let's adjust a little bit until we hit our maneuver node again. This baby though, this is beautiful. I want to make sure to keep some of that RCS. Whew. And we have space station orbit. Is it manned? It is indeed manned. Unfortunately, it does not meet the requirements of the contract because we didn't have an antenna on it when we launched it. We put that on later, and apparently that does not meet requirements, or at least the game apparently can't detect that. So that's a little bit annoying. Even as artificial gravity, exactly. Hey there, Zakatak. Nice to have you back. A lonely and poor engineer on orbit. Yeah, I didn't put anyone else on there, but he has to hold it for 30 days because you don't have any wastewater recycling, so he just has to literally hold it. Okay, Hold up, hold up. We are getting ready to burn. 3, 2, 1. Burn. So, this is the main burn. But fortunately, we have a whole tank after this, so we're probably going to be fine. This tank is purely for our intercept, and as you can see, we have 1,000 Delta V, and we only need 500. So we have more than enough. Because I just realized I calculated for landing, whereas what we're doing is flyby. Single engineers are... Like, he'll be fine. One thing I kind of want to do, actually, in one of the future streams is see if we can develop a space shuttle. Normally, people do that with at least Rapier engines. I don't have those, I just have the ramjets. But I think the ramjets might be able to get us... Whoa! Far enough so that we could actually... I'm going to use RCS to get back here. So we could use a rocket to get us where we need to go. Turn off this. This is just fine. This gets us real close to Minmus, which means that our next thing here is at our apoapsis. We're going to add a maneuver. Look at how cheap that maneuver is. 45 so far, but I'm going to add a maneuver to get us a little bit into atmosphere. When I said a little bit, I don't mean there. We're going to want this baby 66. 36, that's too much. We're going to want this baby here, 50. That way we're going to dip into the atmosphere and it's going to slow us down. And this... I'm suddenly realizing we won't be able to do that because we cannot... Darn it. Here's our problem. The solar panels are going to burn off. So this probe cannot stay active for that long. You see, I was hoping to do several turns, several orbits, and then slow down incrementally between each. But we're not going to be able to do that because the panels burn off and we're losing control. So we're going to have to bring this back in one go. You know what? We're just going to go for it. We are going to go for it. We're going to see if we can slow this baby down. $40. 39. We're gonna get it below 40. We're gonna see if we can... We're gonna see if we can slow that thing down well enough. That's okay. Add a node for that. Wait, that node is in 29 days? Oh, wait, I see that. We did put that in 29 days rather than in 9 days. There we go. That was silly. Everyone working IT knows how hard it is to get good specs. The client's going to be antsy about an antenna. They could have gotten the signal and didn't pick up it. Well, the thing is actually, you know, the copula has an antenna on it by default. So I was assuming that was okay, but apparently I should have checked this field because it wasn't valid. Put a Kerbal in orbit.